I'm very fortunate to have two parents who never overemphasized the importance of Hollywood or my acting career. It was just a fun, cool thing that I did. But family, health, education all came first, always. Never a question about that. In fact, I remember the first year that The Wonder Years was nominated for Best Comedy Series, and the only year that we won, we had a trip scheduled with my dad and my sister and me. The three of us were going to go on this river rafting trip on the Rogue River in Oregon, and we did, and conflicted with the Emmys, so we didn't go to the Emmys. We went on the trip, and there was no real, because my dad's work schedule was tough, so it really wasn't a question. I was like, yeah, of course we're going to do that. That's more important. And I remember watching the Emmys from our teeny little motel room in Oregon the night before we hit the river, and we watched. The TV had to have been from the 70s, and my dad has always been very frugal. So we're staying in this tiny little place, watching The Wonder Years win the Emmy for Best Comedy Series. We're like jumping up and down in this tiny bed. Can't believe we didn't break it. Like, yay, we won. And then the next morning, we got on the river and had the trip of our lives. And I remember picking blackberries on the side of the river and doing those minute mysteries. I have a lot of core memories from that trip. And just the fact that my parents made that decision and it was a clear choice. That type of thing, that's just indicative and representative of how they treated me and my sister growing up. That it wasn't like, oh, Danica's on the show. It's like, no, I had chores when I came home, and I was a regular kid, and that kept me very grounded, and it kept me in touch with where my value is, and that makes a big difference. I feel like one of the things that kids, teenagers struggle with when they're coming out of being on a show is that you're so connected to that in a way that says that's my value, that's why I matter.